back to my channel. I'm here to show you guys how I lay my lace closure on this unit, and how I lay my lace closures for all my units in general, if they are like a defined part, rather than like a freestyle or something like that. But yeah, I'm just going to show you my tips and tricks on how to flawlessly lay your lace closure. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you do find it helpful. If you have any questions at all, do leave them in the comment section below and I'll get those answered for you. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will have a video of me making this unit on my channel, which should be up already. If not, it's coming up right after this, and a review for this hair also will be up on my channel as well. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it helpful, and if you do, don't forget to thumbs it up and subscribe for more videos. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. I think I've said that already. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. So this is what my wig looks like. I've already straightened the weft portion of the hair, and I'm just going to start on the lace closure. And what I like to do is basically part it down the middle, because it has a defined part already. I just basically elongate that and go all the way up to the end, and then I what's that word, separate the two, I guess, and clip one away, and then I start working on one section. So I start by brushing it all through so there's no tangles or nothing, and then I split that section into two again, and I just start working on smaller sections just to make sure it's nice and flawless. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm just taking my curling wand, and I was just basically brushing it on the roots of the hair just to make sure it gets nice and flat. And then I take my hair straighteners and just straighten this portion of hair just to make sure it blends in flawlessly with the weft hair as well. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just going back in with my curling wand again just to make sure everything is nice and flat, because we don't want no bumpy closures out here, girl. We don't want that. Okay, so once that section is done, I'm just going to unravel the other section and basically straighten that section first. No, I'm not. I'm taking my curling one and flattening it, and then I'm going to straighten it. Basically just repeating the same steps over and over again just to make sure it's nice and flawless. So yeah, the key for me here when I'm doing my closures and making sure it's super duper flat is basically working in smaller sections, because you want to try and, you know, be as thorough as possible and just to make sure it's flat, because honestly I really don't like bumpy closures, and I'm sure most of you out there don't like bumpy closures. If you do, that's your preference and that's your cup of tea, but me personally, I just like everything to be flat, flawless and laid to the gods, like laid. Also, as I would just mentioned about being thorough, you want to make sure you get the back of the hair as well. You want everything to be flat. Don't neglect the back and pay attention to the front, because honestly you need to look good from all angles. You need that closure to be sitting from all angles. But yeah, so once one side is done, I'm basically going to repeat exactly the same steps to the other side by splitting it into two sections and working straight from there, as you will see. So just to go over what I'm doing, the process, I am using my curling wand to flatten the roots of the section that I'm working on, and then I'm going to go ahead with my straighteners and straighten that section also, and then I go back in again with my curling wand just to make sure everything is super duper flat, and I basically do that for both sections that I'm working on. Basically what our wig is currently looking like, and I think it looks pretty good, but there are just a few extra steps that I like to take just to make sure everything just comes together so beautifully. So the first thing I like to do is I like to make sure the tracks at the back of the closure are concealed fully. So what I do is I wet a few of the hair. I wet the hair at the back of the closure, as you can see just now, and then I basically brush some of the hair going backwards. And basically when the hair on the closure is wet, it's just so much easier to manipulate, and once you part it or move in any direction, it basically just stays in place. So that's what I basically did, and then I'm going to use my curling wand again just to make it dry and set it all in place. So what I'm doing here is I'm basically just fishing through the parting and basically moving over any hair that's on the wrong side, and basically making that parting as straight and as seamless and as clear as possible, basically making sure no hairs are overlapping and all that good stuff. And then once I've done that, I basically take again my curly wand and flatten that and make sure everything is in place basically. So as you can see, the most important tool in this is basically my curling wand, just because it just makes everything so nice. So this is what our wig is currently looking like, and I promise I am nearly done. I'm just basically just taking so many steps, but yeah. So what I do lastly is I spray some water in the palm of my hands, and I basically just run that all over the top of the closure, and this is basically just to tame down the flyaways and those little annoying pieces of hair that you get. And just for an extra hold and just to make sure they stay down, I get a tiny amount of gel, and I rub that through on my hands, basically apply that on the top of the closure, and I brush it through so there are no harsh lines or any excess product in one place. And that is basically the steps that I do. So you see how it looks in the next frame, but yeah, that is basically the steps that I do to make sure my closure is laid. Okay. So this is our unit, and she is fully ready to come out and play. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to literally just put her straight onto my head, and then I am just going to style her. Even though she's styled already, I'm just basically just going to brush the hair into place and just, you know, tweak it and just make it look how I want it to look basically. So this is the final look, and this is basically how I lay my closures and how I lay my wigs, basically. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it useful and you were able to follow it through. If you guys have any questions or requests, do let me know in the comment section below, and I'll answer those for you there. But yeah, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and also don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe and share if you enjoyed this video. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.